Attention, all Tarnished gamers! Oh my god. Did not expect this to happen so soon. FromSoftware last night during the Game Award just dropped the announcement of a brand new game that will shake the very foundation of the lands between. They introduced a new standalone Elden Ring game named Nightreign, and it takes a new bold spin off on everything you love about Elden Ring and flips it on its head. It's crazy. In this video, I'm going to dive into what makes Nightreign the most exciting addition to the franchise yet. Now, the game is being held by Mr. Ishizaki. If you don't know who that is, he's the combat and level designer behind Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. Now, Nightreign offers a fresh take on the Souls formula. Instead of solo adventuring, this game is designed with cooperative multiplayer at its core, letting you team up with two friends to face intense battles and unravel the mysteries of the night tide. But don't worry, lone wolves, you can still play solo if you're up for the challenge. Nightreign takes us back to Limgrave, but not as we remember it. This is a darker, evolving version of the iconic region. With every session, the map randomizes points of interest, enemy placement, and loot, ensuring no two runs are the same. FromSoftware's signature level design meets roguelike inspired variety to create an experience unlike anything we've seen before. You can choose from 8 unique characters, each with their own backstory, abilities, and ultimate arts. These aren't your typical RPG archetype like warriors or mage. Instead, each character is designed to bring a distinct flavor to the battlefield. For example, the Duchess can restage the most recent attack on an enemy, delivering devastating combos. Whether you're a tactician or a brawler, there's a playstyle for everyone. The night tide looms large over this world, and its source is tied to the mysterious final boss waiting at the end of each run. With 8 bosses to unlock and conquer, each with unique mechanics and lore, the game promises a condensed RPG experience. Think of it as the epic highs of Elden Ring distilled into a 3-day structure packed with discovery, progression, and white knuckle combat. So here's my take so far. The game is co-op and it has to be played by 3 players at the same time. You can't play by 2. You can't pair. So it's either all 3 or not. But there's also an option for single player as well. You can play solo offline if you like, if you don't like to play. But however, this game's core purpose is for co-op, and having 3 players and 3 days for each run structure to finish it. So it's kind of like there's a game rush in it as well, because you have a limited time, and if all of 3 die, then you're going to start over again from day 1. So that's a nice challenge. However, if you die, that doesn't mean it's the end. Players can resurrect. One of the best parts about Nightreign is a fully contained experience. There's no live service model or microtransactions. Once you purchase the game, everything is available, which is amazing by FromSoftware. They're sticking to their standards. I mean, I love this company. I have the utmost respect for that. FromSoftware has taken a bold step into uncharted territory. It's fast-paced, co-op focused, and dripping with the studio's signature style. Whether you're a seasoned Tarnished or a newcomer, this is a game you won't want to miss. Now, let's go to the... I know IGN already had hands-on and played the game, so I'm going to read some of what they wrote. So here's what they're saying. Here's how Nightreign breaks down. Imagine stepping back into the opening area from the original game, only nothing in the landscape seems to be where you remember it. Also, there are 3 of you now, and everything seems to be happening at a much faster pace. That's Nightreign in a nutshell. You squad up with two other players at the start of each round, get dropped into a densely packed alternate reality chunk of Limgrave that has both its enemy types and the placement of its castle and forts randomly shuffled around at the beginning of each session. And it's up to you and your squad mates to build up from your lowly level 1 character status as fast as possible by harvesting runes and weapons as you slash and dash through every enemy filled camp and castle that you come across. Brand new boss type like the Centipede Demon, a towering, twisting swarm of disgusting limbs prone to detaching body parts in an attempt to divide itself and conquer my crew. So what's the big rush? Well, each session of Nightreign is structured as a 3-day cycle, with each in-game day taking about 15 minutes to complete. Very interesting. At the start of the first day, you can pretty much pick up any direction to point your team in, dropping pins on the map to highlight points of interest to the rest of your squad. But as day approaches, night the space you can operate in narrows, and you're liable to be killed by acid-like rain should you find yourself caught for too long beyond the perimeter of the rapidly shrinking circle on the map. So we have man, this is wow. I never thought an Elden Ring will be like a Fortnite style. Oh man, known as the Ring of Rain. So we have a ring of rain closing down on players. Oh man, this is going to be crazy. I can't wait. I love the idea. So it also says in that regard, Nightreign is a bit like Fortnite, only with more medieval forts and knights and considerably less TikTok dancers. Good. Okay, here are some first screenshots. Okay, let's take a look. Wow, this looks amazing. Yeah, and the fact that you can travel, you can use falcons to jump from top places to travel, maybe to escape the ring. This is cool. Wow, look at this mage. Wow, what a picture. This is a great background. Nice. Okay, look at that spider. Okay, wow. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Ooh, what a boss. Wow. Wow. Okay, we have the round table. It's still in there. I wonder, yeah, maybe to regroup or something between each session every day. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, let's continue. So once the Ring of Rain reaches its smallest diameter at the end of the day, a boss fight is triggered. One which you and your team will be much better equipped to tackle if you've made the most efficient use of Nightrein's daylight hours, boosting your individual character stats and arsenal. Wow. Like the rest of Nightrein's enemies, these end-of-day bosses are always randomized. Okay. And during my repeat runs, I experienced clashes with familiar returning nasties like the demi-human queen and demi-human swordmaster tag team. Whoa. And the hard-ass nail stoush with a draconian tree sentinel flanked by a pair of Carian knights. That's along with some brand new boss types like this Centipede Demon, a towering, twisting swarm of disgusting limbs. Yeah, that was in the title. Okay. With the day 1 boss dealt with, day 2 begins and the Ring of Rain resigns, allowing your squad to take a breath, regroup, and then resume ransacking the map of upgrades in preparation for the more challenging boss encounters to come at the end of days 2 and 3. It's a structure that allows for a gradual build of tension before a palpable sense of accomplishment and release with the boss. Okay, yeah, 3 days, regroup, the ring. You can level up to be better equipped with better weapons, arsenal. Wow, this is, yeah, the rush. It's going to be It's going to be so much fun. I can already tell. And the fact that it's not going to be the same every time, it's going to be random, keeps it more exciting and keeps players hungry for more. Wow. Okay, so the squad goals, we were also able to eventually settle upon the best combination of heroes for our group. You see, Nightreign doesn't feature the lengthy list of generic character classes that the original Elden Ring did, and players won't have to Google the difference between vague sounding archetypes like the Prisoner and Wretch when they first hop into play. For example, instead, Nightreign offers 8 different heroes to choose from, each with the very clearly identified strengths and weaknesses in order to make it as easy to pick up and play as possible. 4 were playable in the preview build. Wilder is an all-around hero type with a good balance between speed and attack. Guardian is a burly tank type with heavy attacks and increased damage resistance. Duchess is a nimble type with fast attacks and a killer quick step ability. And Recluse is an image type with ranged magical attacks. Ishizaki did hint at 2 more characters that will be playable in the final game, including one who will have the ability to raise a pillar of rock out of earth to climb up and snipe arrows from. Wow, that's cool. That's shown in the trailer as well. And another who will have command of their own spirit ash, which I very much like the sound of, since I relied on these summable spectral bodyguards in order to beat almost every boss fight in the original game. Yes, Additionally, each character features a unique skill and ultimate attack that both operate on cooldown timers. Okay, so Gladius is just the first of 8 major bosses to take down in Nightreign, each with their own 3-day cycle leading up to them. Let's see what else is interesting. Okay, so death is not necessarily the end of Nightreign either. If you find yourself damned, you have a near-death meter that appears above you. Okay, so it's a near-death meter. And your squad mates must attack you while you crawl along the ground until the meter is reduced and you can return to the fray. This is so Soulslike. Instead of like helping you stand up and or aid you, they have to kick you to the ground until the meter is up. Okay. It may sound slightly odd to basically kick a friend while they're down, but it's a system that works quite well. Particularly since you can use ranged attacks like magic or crossbow. Oh yeah, that makes it, I guess, efficient. Okay. You need to stay on your toes in order to keep the rest of your squad on their feet whenever possible. In between sessions, you return to the round table. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so in between sessions, you do return to the round table hold hub, where you can practice your attack combos in the training yard. Nice. Study up on enemy strategies and character lore in the codex, or spend the currency you earned from each run, known as Merc. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, I guess that's it. Also, this is what FromSoftware shared from their press release on their official website. Elden Ring Nightreign, a new co-op action survival game releasing worldwide in 2025. Now this alone, that the fact it's coming out in 2025 is mind blowing. What do they say? A co-op survival that reforms aspect of Elden Ring's game design into a brand new experience. Elden Ring's Nightreign game overview. A rich and thrilling adventure awaits. Okay, so these are the screenshots. Okay, product name Elden Ring Nightreign, genre co-op action survival. There you go. Release date 2025. All supported platforms. Number of players 3, and in between brackets single player also supported. Price to be determined. And this is the official website. And then what is Elden Ring? So I guess that's FromSoftware. So let me know your thought. How excited are you? Do you like the concept? Do you like the idea? We're getting like a Fortnite, Elden Ring style. Oh man, I'm not a big fan of Fortnite myself, but for Elden Ring, absolutely, the idea seems great when it's put into, and the way they divided it into 3 days, and it's a must play with 3 players, and you can level up, before the boss. Each day is 15 minutes, so you have to rush it. I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun, and I can't wait to play this game. What do you think about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like and subscribe for more videos. My next video is going to be either more information as it comes up on Elden Ring Nightreign, or the new Witcher 4. I'm definitely making a new video on the Witcher 4. Okay, so with that said, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.